fight before we go pro. So, Zackary Shrewsbury. I like this next fight coming up. I like Zackary Shrewsbury. I've actually got to see him fight a couple times. We've never had to train together, but I've spoken to him a few times. He's a good young kid. I like him. I'm excited to see how he comes out to this fight because it looks like he's got a tough opponent in front of him. Zackary's a younger gentleman. He doesn't look like your average fighter, but he comes out there aggressive and he means something with his punches.
Stepping into the ring now is my friend James the Mountain Dodd. James Dodd started out his boxing career at 3-0, comes from an MMA background, raised in California, started training out there. He's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, but he moved out to Newark, Ohio, and of course, being around Teddy Bear, being around these guys, you're going to become a boxer, and that's what James has done. He has beautiful inside work, very tough guy. You see that MMA base when you watch him fight. Can't hurt the guy. I've seen him fight guys like Sean Schultz who throws absolute hammers. You can't hurt him. And you know, this fight materialized just a couple of days ago. Zach's opponent pulled out short notice. We had a few days to find a replacement. Dodd was coming down anyway with his team from VO2. Dodd fought last weekend.
And he said he's ready to go tonight.
He's in shape. You know that when a guy's fought so long ago. But he had a tough fight against Iglesias. There's got to be some fatigue there. But I really think this is a tough fight for Shrewsbury. It's a good matchup. Shrewsbury's been looking better and better, and it's because of his coaching. He's under Scott Kuhn. First time we saw Zach, he had literally a minute of cardio. He won that fight, but he had to dig so deep to do it.
I remember that fight as well. But speaking of it, I mean, like you said, he fought last week, but so did Marvin. And we saw what Marvin was able to do. So we'll see if this is a lot of the same or, you know, he's a little bit worse for wear.
Oh, yeah. What are we going to get to see here tonight?
I think Dodd's constantly sparring hard, constantly in the gym like he's fighting. So I don't expect him to seem rusty or anything, you know, or fatigued, really, because he's used to hard rounds constantly. Yeah. He didn't take much damage in that fight.
He looks nice and relaxed, right?
It's at the point Dodd's been here and done that.
Yeah.
He's a veteran.
Yeah, it just looks like another day in the office, huh?
And Shrewsbury, at 18, 19 years old, is already becoming a veteran in there, getting more comfortable. Both these guys have a ton of potential.
Alrighty, here we go.
Zach was actually lined up to fight on Chase Hill's card against Sean Schultz, who beat Dodd on our card. But that fight fell through.
Here we go.
You know, it's nice to see all these guys have these more opportunities now. There was a long period of time in West Virginia where you didn't have a lot of opportunity. You only had a couple events that you could choose from, and if you weren't fighting that style, you were in trouble.
Dodd got stuck there and then got frustrated with it. My bad. He's the other end. Oh, nice leaping left hook, right hook by James Dodd, the southpaw.
Yeah, Dodd looks nice and relaxed. And he's got that right hand low, but he's snapping that jab real nice, throwing a nice little snap hook over there, too.
And you see, like, Shrewsbury's so young in there, but he's gaining so much experience and getting better each fight. He looks a little uncomfortable right
now. He does. That's what I just noticed there. Those kind of got his body off kilter there, right? Even that. Looks a little less, you know, I'd expect him to look a little sharper than he does right there, but Dodd definitely looks more crisp of the two right now.
Yeah, Dodd's leaving that lead hand out there trying to measure the distance, and that's what's really getting to Zach's head. He's not able to get inside, get past that arm. He's not stepping off to the side, cutting those angles off that arm. That arm staying in front of him is kind of just it's not letting him throw his shots.
And that's a good thing. This is, you know, one of our last amateur fights, but we haven't seen a lot of jabs, right? We've seen just two guys running at each other, throwing, you know, haymakers, and now we're seeing a little bit more technical boxing.
And you see what Dodd's doing. He's measuring with that lead.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Sail that big overhand left he's known for.
But Shrewsbury did a good job there. He finally cut the ring off, got him in the corner, and did some damage. That was probably his best part of the round.
See, Dodd's very good inside.
Shrewsbury looks like he's hurt or something. Why did he just walk straight back to the corner? It's very strange. Like, right?
It almost reminds me of that first fight. That's exactly how he was fighting that first fight. He ended up still winning it.
Yeah.
But, like, he looked flustered the whole time. He looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, just running back like he's either hurt or
Zach
tired.
needs to find his comfort zone.
Yeah, look.
There's something wrong. He's hurt.
Something's off.
He's hurt to the body.
Something's wrong, for sure. You got to figure out. Nice to hear what he's saying. See if you can read some lips there, Eric.
Let's see, Scott.
Oh, he said he got headbutted, I think. He's pointing to his head. He must have got headbutted.
And when you're a coach right now, you've got to get him to just shake it off. You've got to get him to forget about what happened last round because you're in a fight.
Exactly.
There's nothing you can do about that.
And again, I don't know what he said, but if he got headbutted, it's a free fight.
Something's wrong. They're calling this fight.
He might have said he couldn't see because he got headbutted. And if you say that, you can't fight. He did that. If he did say that, he did it to himself. He cannot say that. And I guess we'll find out here in a second before we
we
jump to
definitely. Let's
conclusions.
take a look at the replay if we can. Maybe
see if we see a headbutt anywhere. Again, this is just me reading lips. I'm not sure that he said that, but something changed at the end for sure.
Yeah, he was hurt somehow. Maybe we can clear this up before we get the decision. But that's going to go down as a TKO victory for James Dodd. Which I knew this was a tough fight for Zach. This was a big step up in competition. It's the sad face on his leg, isn't it? That's how you know he's been through some hard times.
That giveaway. Look, are you sad, sir? Is your leg sad? He's got
a happy face on the other one.
Just depends on what side we're looking at.
All right, I'm going to go talk to Mr. Dodd.
See if you can ask him on the way over.
About the decision being technical knockout, failure to answer the coming out of blue.
So another guy that took a fight on short notice came out on top, right? And that's kind of what I was saying. I don't want to interrupt the interview, but you cannot. There's certain people that are born to fight, right? And Dodd's definitely one.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my friend, the Mountain, James Dodd. My friend, you were coming out to fight here. How do you feel to get back in the car? I didn't want to bully. I thought I would slow down a little bit. But feels great. I'm really happy to fight last weekend. Somebody's weekend. Now people can say they did it. How did you feel the first time in the ring? I know you just came off a fight. That fight was just an utter failure. I'm humbled for fights. I'm humbled for parts. But this time, I didn't really want to fight. I like you guys. I'm so glad that I didn't want to. But you gotta keep moving, keep grinding. So what's next weekend? I hate to say it, but I really want another chance to right wrong. How's it going to feel? Saturday has to happen. Yeah. I want it all. Say it again, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a very dangerous, good guy, James Dodd.
Very nice, respectful interview there. Very well composed. Again, for a guy that's